According to legend, the island of Jorvik was nothing more than a desolate rock in the cold, dark sea, until, one magical and stormy night, a star fell from the sky. As the star struck down, its embers glowed against the dark night, and suddenly a girl on horseback sprang forth from the fading flames. She rode gracefully across the surface of the stormy water, leaving calm and stillness in her wake. In her right hand she carried a light. The girl and her horse reached Jorvik's bleak and lifeless shores, and she cast down her light in the very center of the island. Immediately waves of life began to surge across the land, and all that was once cold and dark was brought to life with warmth and light. With a close eye on the legend, Jorvik has always cherished its strong and lasting bond with its horses, and some say they're the very soul of the island. You've come to Jorvik to spend summer at Moorland Stables, where you'll be working and taking care of a horse of your own. After summer is over, you will apply to Jorvik's Equine Institute, which would mean staying on the island and building a life here. A life filled with horses and adventure. The legend of Jorvik has it that in times of great despair and darkness a girl will once again appear on horseback to bring light and hope to those who believe that all is lost. Are you that girl? And yes, I am that girl, and I would know. Hello, everyone, and welcome to a brand new series where you and I will be playing through all of Star Stable up to the most recent quests that will be added. And we will be playing as a character named Nora Winterland. Meet Nora. She's pretty cute. We're eventually gonna get her a new hairstyle that will fit her personality a little better, and I know exactly what hairstyle that will be, except that will be a while until then because we have some work to do. We are starting off with Star Rider for 3 days because whenever you join a game, it generally gives you Star Rider for 3 days. Or make a new character, I should say. Nowadays, it gives you Star Rider for 3 days. Back when I first started playing Star Stable, that was not the case. But I'm excited to start something new and fresh and just get a taste of what it's like to play as a new player again. Now, a lot has changed, and it's kind of insane how the beginning of this story has changed. Because the very beginning prologue that we just read through was a lot different. Well, maybe not a lot different, but quite a bit different whenever I first started playing, which was about 7, 8 years ago. I think it's 8 years ago now, but I don't know. Anyway, let's go talk to Justin Moreland over here, and it's going to give us a tutorial on how to play, except I know how to play already, so. This is Justin Moreland, and he's going to tell us who our horse is and what to do, and he's saying, "Welcome to the Moreland Stables. I'm Justin, and I run the stable together with my dad. I take care of the horses here, and I make sure each horse is matched up with a suitable rider. Are you ready to meet your horse?" Yes, I am ready to meet the horse I created. Let me introduce you to your new friend, Big Time. I put on tack and saddle for you already, so all you have to do is climb into the saddle. I'm sure you and Big Time will be best friends in no time. And we will be. So yes, this is Big Time, and I was wondering if you guys could come up with some names to call him by in the comment section down below. If not, I'll either make up one or we'll just continue considering him as Big Time. Big Time looks happy to have you up there. Do you feel comfortable? I think you two make a great team. Having a horse isn't the same as owning a bike or a car, it's a relationship. The more time you spend around horses, the more you'll see how much you have to give to each other. Here at Moorland Stables, we expect our guests to take care for their horses, so let me explain the basics of horse care. First, you have to dismount. You can't very well take care of your horse up in the saddle. Then open your backpack so your care supplies are ready. Finally, give your horse hay and water, clean its hooves with your hoof pick, and groom it with your brush. Go ahead and give Big Time their daily care. I'll stay and watch you just in case you have any trouble. Okay, so this is also telling us how to care for our horse, but we're just going to close that and open our inventory. You can also open your inventory with the letter I key on your keyboard. See, I'm doing it right now. Anyway, first off, I'm going to organize this because it's. Right, can I? Okay. Okay, we can't move it. That's fine. So we're going to quickly take care of Big Time here. He's so cute. And they only give us one piece of hay, which probably means we're going to have to get some food pretty soon. Okie dokie. Well done, Nora. Now your horse feels better and is happier. If you do this every day, your horse will soon be so happy that he will run faster. But if you don't take care of Big Time, he will soon become sad and run slower. Surely a responsible rider like you would never let that happen, especially not here at Moorland. Here at Moorland, we always need help taking care of our horses, and now that I know I can trust you, look at the notice board by the stable and see if there are any stable jobs that need to be done. We update it every day, so remember to look at it every day. Oh, and if there isn't any water in the bucket, you can fill it up from the well outside the stable or in the trough in your home stable. You can buy more hay in some of the shops. Okie dokie. And we're slowly earning money as well, and obviously we need to continue talking to Justin so we can be freed into the wild. You and Big Time seem to be getting along great. I'm sure you two will be sweeping across the riding trails of Moorland in no time. I need to make sure that the horses find their dream riders, but our stable girl Maya Do can direct you to your riding lessons. She's just outside this gate by the stables. I'll get it open for you. Okay, so this is Maya, and she has a very cute little character, and we're going to go talk to her. Hi, I'm Maya. Nice to meet you, Nora. It's great that you chose to come to Moorland. Welcome. This is the best place ever to spend your summer vacation. I'm doing a bit of work in the stables around here to earn some extra Jorvik shillings. It's always good to have pocket money. Come back to the stables later, and I'm sure we can find you a job. There's so much to show you and to talk to you about, but first, you should go and speak with Jenna. She can tell you a little more about how things work here in Moorland. This is also kind of like really nostalgic because I haven't talked to Jenna in years. And I remember when I first met her and I was just super excited to get playing this game. It was insane. And I'd spend all day playing Star Stable. All day, every day, would not stop. And I also chose the name Winterland because we're starting in the winter. Because like, oh, you know, this fits. Okay, hello Jenna. That's right, I'm Jenna. You must be one of the new arrivals. What can I do for you? It's a pleasure to meet you, Nora. You certainly picked an exciting time to visit Jorvik. Normally, Thomas Moorland likes to greet all the new guests himself, but right now he's dealing with a bit of a crisis. That horrible company GD is trying to shut down the stables. I'm sure Thomas will find a way to save the riding camp. Otherwise, your stay here will be short indeed. I shouldn't trouble you with all that. You're here to experience Jorvik with Big Time. Before I let you ride up beyond the stable gates, I need to see that you have a grasp of the basics. Make one lap around the square track and come back to me. Okie dokie. Oh wow, this has changed a lot. I've made a few characters, like since I made Florence the Cloudbear and just kind of messed around. I never went very far into it, but this little like area keeps on changing throughout the years. I don't know why, but they cannot keep it the same. Cool. Fantastic. Nice work on the square track. You and Big Time really worked as a team. Keep it up. I think you're ready for some bigger challenges. As promised, you're now allowed to gallop freely outside of the stable walls. Before you leave to explore the rest of Moorland, I want you to show me that you can jump with Big Time. Jumping with your horse is all about timing. First, you need to make sure that your horse has enough speed. You want to at least ride in a canter gait. Then, you command your horse to jump. And with good timing, you should fly forward over any obstacle in your path. I placed a jumping obstacle in the middle of the square track. Try jumping over it. Okay. Wow, that's a pretty big obstacle for someone who may or may not have ever ridden horses before. Fantastic, you and Big Time did great. It's time for you to move on to bigger challenges. You need a bigger challenge than the square track. The stable gates are now open, and outside, just past the shops, there's a paddock. Right over there and talk to Loretta. She's a member of the Bobcats Riding Club and a great rider. She can be a bit grumpy with beginners, but never mind that. Ask her if she can show you how competitions work in Moorland. Yes, I'm Loretta. Let me guess. Jenna sent you over here to learn the fundamentals of competition riding. Of course she did. All the girls at Moorland Stable want to join my running club, the Bobcats. Lesson number 1. The Bobcats only accept the best. If you want to ride with us, you have to earn your place. Lesson number 2. Always be training. Competition races are a great way to push your skills of a rider and to help your horse reach its potential. You don't form a bond like me and my horse Bardic and I share overnight. Okay? Get it right. Before we move on to lesson number 3, I need to see what level you and what's your horse's name? Don't tell me it's Puffy Heart or something corny like that. Big Time? Okay, I guess I can work with that. I think we leveled up. I had my club set a practice course in the paddock. Don't worry, it's totally basic. All you have to do is pass between the flags in the right order before time runs out. Let's see what you and Big Time have got. They've made Loretta a lot nicer since I first started playing Star Stable. Oh my gosh, I was scared of her. And yes, she gave us the most basic track in the trash. Oh, I nearly said trash. She gave us the most basic track in the world, and this used to be a lot harder. So it seems like they keep making it easier and easier for newer players. That wasn't too bad for a beginner, I guess. You and Big Time are a pretty good team. Now, you could stay in the paddock and play it safe riding in circles, but if you want to make a name for yourself in the Jorvik scene, you're gonna have to aim higher. Lesson number 3, never settle for anything short of greatness. Get it right, okay? Speaking of greatness, Bardic and I have a serious competition to prepare for. My fellow club leader, Tan, can take it from here. Okay. Tan. Hello, Tan. You must be the new girl everyone is talking about. My name is Tatiana, but my friends call me Tan. Welcome to Jorvik. I hope Loretta didn't scare you. She can be a bit intense with new arrivals, but she means well. She takes writing very seriously. That's why Loretta insists that the Bobcats be available to help the new riders at Moorland Stable train. She calls it charity work, but I have a feeling that she's secretly scouting for future Bobcats. Now, let us talk about races. Here on Jorvik, riding is of national esteem. I was meant to say pastime, but I was reading it way too quickly. So you'll find no shortage of races as you explore. Practicing on race courses is a great way to train your horse each day. I'm going to let you try out our basic racetrack. No pressure. Remember, this is only for training. Just give it your best. Wow, Tan has gotten super nice. I swear she used to be a little mean too, and someone's given us an invite to their riding club. I will happily decline that, just because I don't really feel like joining a riding club at this time. So we're going to take off running and go as fast as our slow horse can go. Sadly, this is probably going to take us a minute, so I will meet you guys back here when I finish this race. Okay, so we finished the race just under a minute, and we got a silver rank medal, so that's we're doing great. That was quite good for your first try. Have you really never ridden that horse before? It seems like you and Big Time were meant for each other. If you want to help Big Time reach their potential, you will need to train every day. Race organizers like myself will give you one daily training session that will help your horse grow. If you're feeling competitive, you can also visit the race board and try for a high score as often as you like. When you see the race board, it will not help your horse train, but every rider can earn some ribbons. And riders with the best times can even earn prize money. It was so nice to meet you, Nora. Enjoy your time here at Moorland Stables, and don't forget your training. Okay, yeah, she's got really nice. So that's quite lovely. And we're going to talk to Loretta here, and then we're going to pause for a second. Let me really quickly decline this person's invitation. I saw you over there chatting with Tan like it was some kind of moment. Don't get your hopes up. Tan is sweet with all the newcomers, but she takes her riding club just as seriously as I do, okay? And would never let just any new rider into the Bobcats. Wearing pink is something you earn by being the best you can be. Anyway, I think Justin is looking for you. Probably needs help mucking out a stable or something. Better not keep him waiting. Okay, so let's go talk to Justin real quick and see what he wants. And he's probably going to tell us to talk to Thomas, because they mentioned Thomas earlier, and we have not yet gotten to talk to Thomas. And Charlotte, why are you walking through my horse? You can walk around, you know. Hi again, Nora. Having a good time with Big Time? Okay, so me and Big Time are now level 2. How exciting. My dad, Thomas, wanted to meet you. Apparently he wants to ask you about something very important. I'm scared it might be about our troubles here. Mr. Kimball, a nasty boss from the company GED, is doing everything he can to evict us so that he can demolish the stables and build luxury condos here. We're still trying to figure out what we can do to stop him, but he's as slippery as an eel. You should be able to find Thomas outside the stable, near Jenna. You know the girl who just showed you the square track? Okay. Thank you for coming so fast, Nora. The situation with Mr. Kimball from the GD is getting out of hand, and I need your help. I just heard that he's almost convinced the council that GD has the rights to land, and there's hardly any time left to stop him. Right now, his creepy surveyors are getting their equipment so that they can make a detailed map for the planned demolition. I'm the true owner of this land, but I need time to prove that to the council. Can you help me save Moreland Stables? We have to delay Mr. Kimball's surveyors to buy some time. All you have to do is turn off their GPS equipment. They're setting them up in the area outside of the stables, between here and the hills where their construction site is. I've marked more or less where the GPS equipment is on your map. Good luck. Okay, and it's going to tell us how to use our map. And I'm going to also tell you how to use your map, because I'm much faster at it. So anyway, to open your map, you can either click your map down here in the lower right corner, or you can press M. And your map shows you all of the areas in Jorvik, and it also shows you areas you don't have access to. In this case, we don't have access to any of the harvest counties. We don't have access to Golden Hill Valleys or the Valley of the Hidden Dinosaurs, because we need to be a certain level to get into those places. And we are not at that level yet. We're only level 2, and for those places, we need to be higher than, I think, level 14. Anyway, let's hustle over here and stop these awful GD people from taking over Moreland. We gotta be quick, and we cannot get caught by these dudes. So we need to watch where we're going. Okay, there's a dude down there, but we can easily avoid him by going straight over here to the left. And there's no GD dudes around. And I don't see any GD dude around here, so we're gonna quickly fix that. Okay. So we have now finished this up, and we can head back and talk to Thomas Moreland. Hello, Thomas. Splendid! Good work. I truly appreciate it. That will delay them for a while now. I've at least got a little time to build my case against Mr. Kimball from the council. What am I going to do, Nora? Mr. Kimball's really putting pressure on me with all these legal documents. I'm sure I could stop him if I had just a little more time. If he wants to play dirty, I'll show him that he has met his match. Let's see. Right past the blacksmiths and up towards the hills. Along the road there is a power distribution box, just where the road turns at the construction site. It should be possible to turn off that horrible sign by turning off the power there. Here, I'll mark it on your map. That should buy us some more time. Okay, I know exactly where they're talking about. And it seems we're also getting more quests around the stable, so eventually we can talk to Maya, and we can also talk to Tan at some point. And turn off the sign. We also have this shirt, but it's very out of date. Like, this shirt was back around when I was playing, so I'm probably not going to wear it, just because it doesn't do us that much, so we're not going to wear it. Hello, Thomas. I think I can hear that nasty man shouting all the way over here. Now that I have a bit more time, just what I needed. Now we don't have to see that horrible GD sign anymore. All I need to do is prove that I actually own the land. Then I can stop Mr. Kimball. There's a deed to Moreland Stables that my father was given off over 50 years ago by the Baroness of Silverglade, who lives in the castle. I can't find the documents here, but I think our old accountant, Mrs. Holdsworth, must know where the title deed is. She knows everything about our business. She retired last year and now spends her days taking care of the flowers outside her little cottage. Go see her. She should be able to tell you where the documents are. You can find her in the little red wooden cottage just outside the stables, close to the beach. Okay. Mrs. Holdsworth is one of my favorite characters ever. She's just such a cute character, and she's super kind. So, yeah. Also, if you're wondering what these Yule goats are doing here, this is for a Christmas event that's going on currently in the game. So if you would like to join this Christmas event before it ends, I would recommend hopping on to the game real quick and signing up if you haven't already. Why, hello dear, what can I do for you? I should do an old lady voice. Let me think. I believe there's a deed of ownership, but it got lost some years ago when Thomas Moreland's wife, Catherine, died in childbirth. Oh, when Thomas Moreland's wife, Catherine, died in childbirth, Thomas lost all interest in papers and documents and just wanted to spend time with his horses. All the paperwork was put in a chest and sent over to Catherine's father. There's a good chance that the title deed was in that chest. Her dad is Jasper Holbrook. And the child that was born is, of course, Justin. Jasper blames Thomas for Catherine's death, and they haven't spoken in 20 years. It's a tragedy. It's a tragedy that this feud has been going on for so long. If anyone has the title deed, it would be Old Man Jasper. It won't be easy convincing him to part with it, though. You'll find Old Man Jasper along the road leading to Fort Pinto, close to the wall. Good luck, dear. Okie dokie. So, Jasper is a very grumpy old man, and I'm sure they've probably softened him up since I last played, because they seem to have softened Loretta up. And Jasper is right up this hill over here on the way to Fort Pinto. Well, you found me, and now you can leave me alone again. Bah, what do I care if Moorland Stables... Bah, what do I care if Moorland Stables is razed to the ground? That place killed my daughter, and I have hated the Moorlands for the better part of 20 years. If you think you can change that, you're welcome to try, but I won't help you. Okay. Be that way then, Jasper. Hi, Nora. Have you been to see my grandfather, Jasper? That crazy old man hates us, and there's nothing that would please him more than to see our stable razed to the ground. He literally just said that exact word. I don't know how I could make that old fool of a grandfather change his mind. I know that my mom really loved my dad, Thomas, and what happened was a terrible tragedy. I have these letters from my mom and dad that they wrote to each other before they got married. They prove it was true love. I've been thinking about showing them to my grandfather Jasper, but he never really dared. If he saw them, he would realize that Catherine and Thomas really loved each other. Maybe you could show him? Take these letters and show them to Jasper. They should make some kind of impression on him. What? Are you here again? What's with all the papers? Let me have a look at that. It looks really old. I recognize that handwriting. Is it true? Were they really written by my daughter? When I read these letters from my beloved daughter, my heart weeps. I've been such a proud idiot all these years, and it's cost me my grandson. I have the title deed, and of course I'll give it to Thomas Moorland. And Slimeball Mr. Kimball is a disgrace to this island. Here's a key to my deposit box in Fort Pinto. You'll find the title deed inside. Collect it and bring me the key back to me before you say anything to Thomas Moorland. From now on, you can ride across my land whenever you want. You'll get to Fort Pinto by following the Fort Pinto Road here. You'll find the deposit box at the notary in the Fort Pinto main building. Okay. So this is going to give us access to more land in Jorvik, and we can now finally go to Fort Pinto. Boing. So welcome to Fort Pinto, everyone, and when we get this title deed, it's asking us to go to the main building, and I was thinking it was going to be this, but that wouldn't make any sense, just because it's like, why would it be in the fort part of the building? But no, it wants us to go talk to this dude over here, and I've actually forgotten his name. It's been so long. It's key. Okay, and that gives us the title deed. I'm surprised this dude is just allowing us to go and access whatever is over there. And actually, at this little spot, and I thought this dude had a name at some point, but you can actually change, I think, your horse's name. But I don't think I have access to that unless I'm Star Rider, but I may be wrong. What's also cool about finally unlocking Fort Pinto is it gives us access to so many more quests in this area. So in total, we have 1, 2, and 3, 4 quests. But before we ever start working on those quests here in Fort Pinto, I'd like to finish up in Moorland. Thanks for getting the title deed. These are old legal documents that show Thomas is the rightful owner of Moorland Stables. And you brought my key back too. Great, thank you. Thanks once again. Okay, this is what we're to start off with. Well, what do you know? My frosty heart is now warm. After 20 years in the cold, young lady, I give you this title deed to Moorland Stables. You have certainly earned it. Thomas will definitely be happy now. Oh, thank you. Tell me those pants are somewhat good. We're not going to get these pants until we finish the quest, but it said that we will receive some pants as an item. Holy horses! You've saved the stables from demolition. I can finally prove that I'm the right owner of Moorland Stables, and it's all thanks to you. I will show this to the council, and then Mr. Kimball will have no choice but to stop the construction of the new buildings. I don't know how to thank you. I owe you more than I could ever repay you. Cool. Tell me these pants are decent. No, they're really bad, but I'll keep them. Maybe I can switch up what we're wearing. I'm gonna keep the red shirt on though, just because it looks better than this thing. Okay everyone, I hope you enjoyed this first episode to Star Stable Online. And if you did, if you could please leave a like on this video and possibly subscribe, it would seriously help out this channel and I'd really, really appreciate it. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye!